Bless, bless. This is the unbiased fan Brim Reaper bringing a little bit of boxing news for the day. Shout out to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. So let's get into it real quick. So, first and foremost, Jose Ramirez has denied his mandated opportunity to fight for the title versus Regis Prograis. This was based on the fact it was a 65-35 split in favor of Regis Prograis. And Jose Ramirez felt like he is a bigger draw and he would be, bringing in more of the bodies in the seat and felt like he deserved a bigger split. And that 65-35 sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? So I can't be hypocritical and say, oh, bro, just take the fight. But you don't have a belt, though. You want to get that belt, you know what I mean? You know, maybe they could have tried to negotiate to get that 40% to feel comfortable, for the fight. Because I'm sure that's a fight that, would have been big for him if he could be able to pull off the victory versus Regis Prograis. But it looks like that fight is not happening. I'm not sure if he's fighting Comey, if he's going to be fighting him instead. But that fight don't move the needle for him, and he wasn't going to get the same money either. So I don't know. If I was in his shoes or if I was in his camp, if I couldn't get the 40, I probably would have went ahead and took the fight because it's a title shot and you're going to make more money than you're going to make fighting Comey. But, can't necessarily fault the man for saying, hey, I feel like I deserve more. I could draw more, business of boxing, always tough. But, hey, I don't think he was going to be to beat Regis Prograis anyway, but to have that title shot, though. But I guess that's a TBD or it's a done deal, and you're moving on to the next fight. Other news, I just saw that Colbert called out for Frank Martin fight. Now, I remember Spence tweeting to Colbert, and I thought that fight was set up, and I thought that was going to be like an undercard on the Crawford Spence fight that never happened. I think at the time that was a good fight to have. But right now, I'm not so certain. I mean, Colbert is coming off a loss against Jose Garcia. I think that's his name. I know it's Garcia. I might have missed his first name. But he's fighting Tank Davis now after getting that victory. So you see he's moving up in competition. Colbert, I don't think it's the fight that Martin should be taking at this point unless he can't get a contender. If he can't get a contender, then yeah, by all means, Because I personally think Frank Martin will beat him. And the reason why Colbert lost versus Garcia is because he tried to, toe for toe, blow for blow. And he should have been boxing. I don't think he got that power like that. He can box well. He should have just boxed. But, he tried to go toe to toe and he paid for it. So, I think Martin's next move should simply be looking for a contender, top 10 contenders, period. At this point, he looked good enough. He looked the part. And I think it should only be a step up in competition unless he can't find that step up in competition. So I'm sure there's some other news just out in boxing. I know that I hear about there's rumblings of Wilder going for the Joshua fight instead of the Ruiz fight, which is the title eliminator for Fury's WBC, which, in my opinion, either fight is good. But if I was in Wilder's camp, I definitely would push for the Anthony Joshua fight. Now, if I was Anthony Joshua, I probably would fight someone else first because he probably needs to get all his confidence back, especially after having 2 losses to Usyk. I love Usyk, man. I love it. He's a dog. I love Usyk. But yeah. So I think that's interesting to see what's going to transpire. And we need that Fury and Usyk fight. And I saw that they had expiration date on making the fight. So your guys get in there and make that fight. You know, we want to see that. We want to get that undisputed action going on, you know. But I'm sure there might be some other news, but I just want to cover for what I've seen and read and you know, saw in boxing. And again, I appreciate everybody who subbed up, who's been watching. I mean, I didn't expect to get this many views. I didn't expect to get this many subscribers in this short amount of time. You know, and shout out to all the content creators just doing their thing out there. And with that noted, it's Reaper out. Peace.